Hello everybody. Today we're going to take a look at my Tudor Black Bay 36. This one is with the reference number M79500-0007. This watch is part of Tudor's Heritage Line. As you can see from the dial, is similar to the normal Tudor Black Bay or the newer Black Bay 58. This watch is launched in Baselworld 2016, and it came in several sizes. This one is Black Bay 36, meaning that it's a 36 mm diameter watch. There are Black Bay 32 and Black Bay 41. Those number at the back represents the case diameter. Before we go into the watch, let's take a look at the box that it came with. So this is a box that it came with the watch. A typical cardboard box here with Tudor name and shield at the top. So, oops. So there's an inner box. Let me just take it out. Okay, as you can see, there's a Tudor shield logo on the top of the box. The box, it's I don't know, it feels like some kind of a leather or rubber wrap, but it's definitely made of cardboard. And yep, this is a box. As you can see, when you open up, there's a Tudor logo at the back, and this is the watch cushion that the watch sits on. Inside here we have the guarantee booklet, I think some descriptions on the instruction manual, and the warranty card that it came with. And there's a compartment here. When you open up, this Black Bay 36 came with an extra Tudor fabric or NATO strap. I'll talk more about the strap later on. And there's a hang tag and some extra links. As you can see, I only took out 2 links. Alright, we're back into our usual perspective. So let's take a closer look at the watch itself. Okay, this is up close on the watch. Okay, as the name suggests, this is, as I mentioned earlier as well, this is Black Bay 36, so it has a 36mm diameter, excluding the crown, and the thickness, it's only 10.3mm. The lug to lug, it's 44mm, and it has, unfortunately, a 19mm lug width. Yes, it's I think it's kind of a bummer here. If it's 20 or maybe 18, it's relatively easier to find aftermarket watch bands and NATO straps. But yep, somehow Tudor decided to stick with 19. And as expected, it has solid end links. It has solid links. Okay, they are actually screw-in links, as you can see, the screws there. It has a machine or mill clasp. I would say it's very well done. As you can see, the Tudor Geneve Swiss-made stainless steel, and it has a fold-in clasp. When it's closed down, it looks like a Tudor shield. It has ceramic bearings. See, can you see from there? With the ceramic bearing, I think this clasp is supposed to last longer, so when you open and close. Right, because ceramic is way harder than steel, and then due to the opening and closing, the wear and tear would be kept to a minimal on this bearing. Okay. Let's take a look at the watch dial itself. It's with a black, I think it's a shiny dial. At certain angle, you will feel that the markers are actually sort of like floating in a black pool or something. All the indices are applied and there are plenty of lume. Of course, it has the same or similar face as the regular Tudor, which is they are actually dive watches, and this one shares the same dial layout, of course, except for the self-winding curve tags. I believe newer Tudor Black Bay, especially those with the in-house movement, they don't have the curve tags anymore. On the top, it's a flat sapphire crystal. Well, unfortunately, there is no anti-reflective coating whatsoever on the crystal. It's kind of a shame, because watches at a lower price point actually have AR coating. But without the AR coating, this watch is still quite legible, even under direct sunlight. But the thing is that it's kind of hard to take good pictures, if like I'm a watch Instagrammer. So sometimes it's a little hard for me to take good pictures without, getting reflection of my phone or camera or even myself on the crystal. The case back is your typical Rolex Tudor style solid screw down case back. Of course, you need a special tool to open the case back. Well, the case itself, it's brushed on the top. The bezel, it's highly polished. Since this is not a dive watch, it's not a dive bezel, it's just a normal bezel. The side of the case is highly polished. And there's a chamfer or bevel edge going along all the way on both sides. Okay. The crown is signed, and it's a screw down crown. Okay. And yep, since we're at the crown, just talk about the movement for a while. It's hand windable. It's hackable. See, when I put out the crown all the way, it's hackable. As with all Tudor Black Bays, there is no crown guard for the crown, so they are like following the classic kind of a design. Going back to the bracelet, all the links are brushed. The center links are brushed. And the side of the bracelet is highly polished. We're going to talk about a little bit on the movement. It's an ETA 2824 that beats at 28,800 beats per hour. It is rated to have a power reserve of 38 hours. There are several grades of ETA 2824 out there, but Tudor did not specifically mention what kind of grade they use, but I believe it is highly or well regulated by Tudor, because I tried to time this when I first got it, and I got about 1.9 seconds per day after I think a week or two of timing the watch. And yes, this Black Bay, as with all Black Bay, it doesn't have a dead window. Okay, that makes the dial looks cleaner and well balanced. Now let's talk about the included fabric strap that it came with. Let me just try to open it up. This might look like a NATO strap, but it's not like your regular NATO strap, because you see there are two pockets here, and here, for you to put in the spring bar, and it just stays there. It won't like not like regular NATO straps where you can just remove it and put it back without removing the spring bar, but this is not the case. The fabric strap is actually very nicely done. If you look carefully, the patterns, the camouflage pattern, it is not printed on as with a regular fabric or NATO strap. The patterns are actually weaved into the fabric itself. As far as I know, this kind of weaving method is called jacquard or jacket. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. All Tudor's fabric strap are made in a company in Lyon, France, and they still employs like traditional weaving method to produce the fabric strap. And the buckle is actually shaped as a Tudor shield. It's a brush buckle. The keepers are brush, but the chamfer edges are highly polished. Alright, it's time for me to give my opinion on some of my opinions or thoughts on this watch. 36 millimeters is actually a great size. Watches of older eras actually come in that 36 or even smaller size, and 36 millimeters actually suits my 6-inch wrist very nice. Let me just put it on my wrist and see how it looks. Alright, this is how it looks on my 6-inch wrist. It sits very nice. Due to the short lug to lug, it looks very fitting on my very small wrist. It's not too thick either. Okay, back to the watch itself. Of course, this watch has, this Black Bay 36 has its love and hate. There are some people who find it sort of like an indecisive watch by Tudor, due to the fact that the dial is actually the same as their dive watch, but it is in a case that doesn't look like a dive watch. See, it's sort of like in between, and some people are bugged by the fact that the crown, with the crown tube, protrudes very much out away from the watch case, but to me, it doesn't bother me so much. This sort of like indecisive watch is actually what I love most about the Black Bay 36. All right, the in-between, or sort of like twilight zone design, it's like perfect all-rounder watch. Okay, you can remove the bracelet and put it on a black leather. It will look, or it will pass as a dress watch because of the small size and the highly polished bezel. All right, and then if you put it on like some brown or outdoor kind of a leather, it will look very well as well. I'll pop up some pictures on this Black Bay 36 on some leather straps. If you want to make it more casual, you can always put it on a NATO strap or even the enclosed fabric strap. It will look very casual. And let's say if you put it back on a bracelet, it's really a very good everyday watch. So to me, this is really, this kind of in-between design makes this a very versatile piece. And if you are a one watch guy, you're looking for a piece that can fit all occasions, from elegant evening dress pieces to sports and outdoor watch. This is one of the watches that I would recommend. I forgot to mention that this watch is actually rated 150 meters water resistant. So, and then with the screw down crown, I believe it has no problem if you take it for a swim. And yeah, it can withstand, you know, most of the outdoor activities that you put on it. Alright, that's it for my video on this Black Bay 36. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and please follow me on my Instagram, gfw_watch, and please share this video if you feel that it will help your friends or influence them to get this piece. And yep, that's it for today. See you guys on the next video. Bye.